Guys, welcome back to Stop and Watch. And thanks for stopping on by. Today I have an awesome Casio watch review for you. This is one that I got while I was on vacation in Gulf Shores. So I've only had it a couple of weeks, but this is by far my favorite digital watch that I've purchased yet. I've had many Casios over the years. I've had the calculator Casio. I've had the analog with the little digital screen at the bottom Casio. I have had the TV watch Casio. I've had all sorts, but this is my favorite so far. I did get one not that long ago, about a year ago, which was this one. This is the Well Time Casio, and we will compare them just a little bit, but I will say this one on the left is more favorite than this one on the right, even though their features are very similar. So without further ado, let me show you a little bit around this watch. So I got this one from Walmart and it is very inexpensive. I think after taxes it was around about $35 and so many cents. So not much. Very cheap to buy. But the reason why I actually picked this one out is because it looks just like the G-Shock, but it doesn't have all the G-Shock features. So some of the G-Shock watches are solar powered. Some of them correct its time via radio waves, so it's always super accurate. I wasn't worried about all of those extra features and moon phase features and all of that. I just needed stopwatch, timer, and some basic alarms. So it has the G-Shock look to it, but it definitely does not have the G-Shock price, which I was a huge fan of. And let's be honest, okay, even if a watch is solar powered, this watch lasts for 10 years on the watch battery. I mean, how hard is it to change a battery once every 10 years? If you even live that much longer. Hopefully we do, but yeah, let's be honest, we never know. So this is the box that it comes in. This is the box that most of these Casios come in. Just the basic cardboard box, nothing special. But if you close it up, then this is what it looks like. So this is how it shows normally. Nothing fancy or special about this box. Similar to the one that I got my world timer in, but this is how it's displayed in the store. So you just pull this out. You can see that it says 10-year battery right there. Slide the watch off, and you do get with it the instruction manual, which is this thick book, and it's going to go over how you use all of the functions and features. And this is the watch itself. So love the look on it. You can get the positive display watch, which is a watch that looks more like this, where it's bright on the display. This one is considered a negative display watch. So this is my George, just to kind of compare the size. They are a very similar size. One is just more of a squared off look, and this one is more rounded. There is a Casio called the AE-1500, which is this one's predecessor. I'll put a picture of that right here, but that is the round shaped Casio. It has all the same features. It's just basically a different shape. And I really wanted the square shape that looked like the G-Shock. So this being $30 and this one being about $8 at the time. Now it's $12.88 at Walmart. So this has gone up in price. But this has got way more features than what this one does. This just basically has a stopwatch, start, stop. I think it might have split time on it. Let's see. Yep, it's got split time. And then it's got one alarm. So that's all the functions that you get on this one. So I would advise pay the extra, get something like this because it's very feature rich. So like I said, it is model number AE-1600H. So that's the model number if you're looking for this one. If you want the exact one, you want the one with the negative display, not the positive display. I'll give you some of the features and some of the dimensions of it. So The thickness of the watch is actually 14 millimeters in thickness. The watch diameter, or their width, should be, including the buttons, the presses, should be round about 49 to 50 millimeters. Somewhere around about there. It doesn't have to be perfectly exact. And then the strap is thicker. So this one has actually got a much thinner strap. And if you compare the two, you can see this one is quite a bit thicker than this one. They are both very comfortable to wear, but if you prefer a watch that wears smaller, this one is going to be more comfortable for you than this one. I actually wanted a watch that was going to be a little bit bigger. So the strap width is about 28 millimeters to about 21 millimeters as it tapers down. The lug to lug width is around about 18 millimeters. Showing you some of the features. One thing, I'll give you the negative first. When you're looking at the watch straight on, we're in the light right now, but when the light gets a bit dimmer, it's actually it becomes a bit difficult to see the time unless you press the button. So the light button is actually here. Most watches, the light is up here. I love that they pressed it here because it's just very easy to get to. And as you can see, it's kind of like that orange backlight. The one thing I don't like is that the light only stays on for about 1.5 seconds. Whereas the light on this one stays on for about 5 seconds. See, that stays on for much longer, round about 5 seconds, 4 seconds to 5. This one, 1.5 seconds. So sometimes you do have to press it multiple times to get a good read on the time. It's only in really dim light where this sometimes is hard to read, but you get used to that really quickly. And when the light is right on it, like now, see how that's much more legible, but then as it dims, as it turns. But I just love the negative display. It's one of my favorite features, actually. So going over some of the features of the watch itself. If you press the mode button first, it takes you to the alarms. So it's got 5 different alarms. So if you press this button, it goes through alarm 1, alarm 2, 3, 4, and 5. And a good feature on here that you might not realize is the first alarm actually has a snooze function. And the snooze, you can actually snooze the alarm up to 7 different times. And the interval between snoozes is 5 minutes. So that is basically 35 minutes of snooze time. I wouldn't advise you use this to wake you up in the morning just because the alarm is not that loud. But that is a good function that it's got the snooze function on it. To set the alarm, you're going to press and hold this button, and then that will start flashing. And then you can start pressing this to change the time. Press this mode button, it'll take it to the minute. You can start changing that, and then press adjust again, and it will actually set that alarm. The next function is a countdown timer, which it does do up to 24 hours. So if you press this, it starts counting down. I have mine set to 48 minutes because that's the time I use to work out at the gym at work. You can stop it and then reset it, but it does go up to 24 hours. The next function is the stopwatch, in which you can let it go, and it does have split time feature. So if you press this adjust button at the top, it does the split time. It keeps going. You can see this little feature down here moving along. Press it again, it starts it going again. So that is an excellent feature as well, split time on the stopwatch. And then the final feature is the dual time. So I wanted this because I am from the UK and all of my family is over there. And there's a 6 hours difference. So I use the dual time to tell me what time it is in England. And then if you press the mode button again, it flicks back to regular central time in the good old US of A. So it is good when it comes to the features on the watch. And you can see these ridges here. One thing that I love is that on these ridges of the watch, this actually helps to keep the strap in place, so this doesn't move about. How many times have you put a watch on and you think it's okay, and this part just keeps slipping up and slipping down? That is fixed with these ridges on the watch band. So let me show you what it looks like when it doesn't have ridges on it, which is this watch. So looks the same on the surface. It's got small ridges there, but they don't do the same thing. So when you put this watch on and you put it in this hole, you think that you're moving this to a certain spot, but when I wear it and I put it here, this flops about everywhere. It moves down and then this is flopping, or it moves up and that comes off and then this is flopping around, which is very annoying. So even though it shows that it's got those ridges there, they actually do not do the same thing as what it does on the Casio. So let me show you the Casio on the wrist. Okay, when you put the Casio on and you slide this in, this locks in place no matter where you put it. If you put it here, it is not moving from this spot. If I put it all the way at the very end, which I love to do, this is not going to slide out and this pop out. Even when I moved it just then, it took quite a lot of force to move it. It's very well locked in place. Let me see if you can hear the click. You hear those clicks? Those clicks is it locking in place. So it's very comfortable. On the wrist, it does look big, which I am okay with having a big digital watch. There's no reason that I need a tiny digital watch. The screen is very legible. So if you are having eyesight as an older gentleman like myself, not that old, but I am getting older, it's more legible than probably what this is. This is good on a positive display, but on a negative display, this would be a lot harder to read. Whereas this is such a big size, it's very easy to just flick your wrist. Oh, okay, it's 7:10, and flick it back. Whereas this one, sometimes early in the morning when your eyes are adjusting, it takes a little extra look to see exactly what the time is. Whereas this one, like I said, it is more legible. Both of these are very highly rated watches, by the way. This one has been out for ages, way over 10 years that they've been making this world timer watch, in case you're interested in this one. This one's model is the AE-1600H. In case, I'll put the link in the description to both of these watches in case you want to purchase them from Walmart or wherever. That way you can use one of the links, one of my affiliate links, and you can purchase these. This also comes in different colors. It comes in like an army style color. It comes in black. It comes with the positive display instead of the negative display. So it does come with many different colors on it, which is nice. And the date is easy to read up there too. So that is Sunday, 7th of the 12th, or July the 12th. So that's nice. I got the gray because I don't have any gray digital watches. As you can see, both this one is black and this one is black. This one I really like. This one is kind of like my throwaway watch. When I'm at work, I might be putting a TV up or mounting something. I like to wear this one because I don't really care about it. It can get scratched and smashed up and it's no big deal. Whereas this one, even though it is hard wearing, I do like to keep it, I want to keep it looking nicer. One of the big differences between this and the G-Shock, as I mentioned earlier, other than the functions themselves, this screen I heard scratches a lot easier because it's made out of a different crystal, whereas the G-Shock is harder to scratch and it's made out of a more hard-wearing material. So if you're looking to do a bunch of rugged jobs, maybe the G-Shock would be better for you. But if you don't need a watch, like I said, that has got all of the fancy solar-powered features and the radio wave timekeeping, and the moon phasers and all that kind of extra fancy stuff that I personally feel like is unnecessary for me, then this one is going to be a great $35 investment. And it will probably go up in price as the years go on. Just like how I told you that this George watch was only $7.88 at the time. Now it's $12.88. So, you know, that is a big jump. I mean, that's a $5 jump, which it might not seem like a lot, but it kind of is if you think about it, because now I could probably sell this used for $8 versus this one is $35. You know, give it 5-7 years, it's probably going to be $50. So not that you're buying a cheap Casio for an investment, but it's just food for thought. But anyway, once again, thanks for watching the video. If you like videos like this, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what your experience with watches like this one in particular is like, and tell me how it lasts and if it is truly hard wearing. And once again, guys, thanks for stopping on by. Peace.